today I'm going to be taking a little look at Gold of Mauritius. Now, Gold of Mauritius, it's a rum, as it says on the bottle, from the island of Mauritius, and it's a molasses-based rum. Now, Mauritius, basically a little bit about where it comes from. Mauritius is an island in the Indian Ocean, some 1,200 miles off the African continent. It has been a Dutch, French and English colony. It gained its independence in 1968 and became a republic in 1992. Now, the island of Mauritius is known for its tropical climate, its mountainous regions, which have lush green forests, and they have absolutely fantastic, ideal climate for sugarcane production. So, you know, absolutely wonderful. Now, this rum itself is aged for 12 months in South African port casks, although Frederick Bestel, the master blender, prefers to use the term matured, as rums in Mauritius are generally called aged rums after 3 years of aging. The master blender, Fred, he buys in unaged rums from various distilleries on Mauritius. He then matures these rums in South African port casks for a period of 12 months, to which he then hand-picks a selection of the casks, depending on how he perceives the maturation process has gone. Sometimes he may let them mature for a little longer to achieve his desired level, and he then hand blends to achieve his required flavour profile. Now, looking at this rum itself, you look at the bottle, the colour is dark, really is. It says dark rum on the label, and by God, it is dark. And like I said, it's dark, like I said, aged in export casks, so that will give it a nice dark colour. But Fred also does say that he will add caramel colouring to the rum in order to bring it to the colour that he requires. Now, the bottle itself, I love. I see this bottle around, and I must admit, I've always liked the look of it. Solid, heavy bottle, and I mean heavy. And it's square, nice, different to have a square bottle. And what I like about it is, you've not got any fussy bump on the bottle. Gold of Mauritius dark rum emblazoned in gold on the front of the bottle. Very, very nicely presented. Cork stopper, always an added bonus. Quite like that, you know me, and I prefer a cork stopper than a synthetic one, although everybody has their own preferences, I suppose. Yeah, all in all, very, very lovely presented. We're to go in for a little bit of aroma and taste and see what we can make of it. Basically, on first impressions, quite an unassuming rum, very mellow tones coming through, nothing overpowering. Certainly light with no alcohol burn or any overpowering alcohol hitting you. Light oak with an underlying aroma from the port casks, which obviously they're from the time spent in port casks. And there's light woody malt, caramel, and a wonderful chocolate aroma that just really does come off lovely. Now on the taste, very smooth on entry, very smooth, but also very, very sweet. A very sweet start indeed. You certainly detect very salty flavours, which are quite unusual. Very salty, unusual but alluring. And what I mean by that is that it makes you want to take another sip. A bit like peanuts on a bar. You have a few and you think, oh yeah, must have a drink. And it does give you that effect. A bit like that. Salted peanuts. You then get quite light port wine elements that come through. And what I mean by that is, I don't mean like deep, rich port flavours. I mean very light port wine. It's quite lifting and it lifts the spirit quite nicely. Little pepper and spice in there, just a slight tingle, a little bit of spiciness, with elements of coffee, chocolate in there, and then it leads to a salty finish. Feel it, a little bit of saltiness on the back of my tongue now. A salty finish with a drying oakiness that goes on and on, with a little bit of saltiness on the back of the tongue. It's very, very unusual. The salty, you're going to either love the saltiness or you're going to either love it or hate it, one of the two. I think it's very nice, quite unusual with that saltiness through the rum. I would say this here, if you want to buy it online, you can pick it up on the Whiskey Exchange for $39.95. A lot of other places, it's all about the same, £40 plus potion packing. So do your own work. Like if you're going to buy a rum, try a few of the different sites and see, make sure you get the best deal. That's what I always say. Other than that, very, very pleasant. My name's Andy. This has been my little look at Gold of Mauritius. And until next time, enjoy.